Alright guys, my name is Ross, and I guess the third time is the charm. So where we left off was I explained my scripts. I then copied and pasted those scripts right into the CLI of the router, right into the CLI of the switch, into Cisco Packet Tracer. Got nothing but red. I tried a couple show commands and nothing seemed to be happening as I expected it. I mean, I expected problems with the VLANs. I expected a little bit of problems with the trunk. I'm just trying to get stuff up and running on the Ether channel to once again see, can we get an Ether channel to work. And then what happened is, third time's the charm. I put in the commands into the router and switch CLIs in Packet Tracer, and all of a sudden stuff is lighting up green between the router and the switch. Those connections are turning green. No more red triangles. We got up green triangles. What happened is, every time my Windows 11 updates, every time my computer restarts, Cisco Packet Tracer just shuts down, which is fine. So the first time that happened, I copied and pasted those scripts in all again, and the same result happened. Uh, Red down triangles, show commands wasn't showing what I expected. And then today it happened again. So this would be the third time I had to put in the commands, set everything up in Packet Tracer again. This time I made sure to not only save the Packet Tracer file, but I also made sure it exists in the folder. I made sure that the save file was there uh, to open next time. So, and now all of a sudden, put in those same commands in the same order, and now the triangles are up. The triangles are green between the router and switch and Cisco Packet Tracer. So this video should be a lot less frustrating. Uh, we just got to go through the show commands now and see what we see, verify some information. Once again, I'm already expecting the VLANs to not show up properly. I'm sure the trunk port between the router and the switch may do some odd stuff because we got that Ether channel set up. But yeah, with the up and green triangles, that means the Ethernet between the Ether channel between the Ethernet connection between the router and the switch is working. It's doing what I want it to do. And then we can worry about, well, that's not true. You can watch me worry about the VLAN situation here in the next few videos and stuff. So yeah.
Let's take a look at some show commands. I got these straight from my CCNA lab work, just all nested in here. This first one is probably the most important one. I'll probably save that for last. Show Ether channel summary. This basically verifies, do I have an Ether channel between the router and the switch or not. Next is VLAN commands, show VLAN commands. These are going to be interesting because I just basically dumped all the VLANs onto that one fast Ethernet port. With the scripts I got straight from my lab work, I think I just put all the VLANs on fast Ethernet 5 or fast Ethernet 6. So it's going to be interesting what these commands will show. Show VLAN brief is up first. That just displays the VLAN name, the status, and the ports. It shows it just one line at a time, which is nice. And then you can show the VLAN by ID or show a VLAN by name with show VLAN ID and then the VLAN ID after that, like the ID number, and then show VLAN name with the name after that. And then it just shows the information based on VLAN name or VLAN ID number. It will show the status and the ports and all of that good stuff. And then show VLAN summary, that displays all the information about all the VLANs. So yeah, those are going to be really interesting to run. Up next is we can just look at the status with this command of basically is a port a trunk port or is it an access port? We can just do that with each specific interface with show interfaces and then the interface ID and then switch port. And then that just shows once again, is it a trunk port or is it an access port? And then up next is the final command, the final show command, show interfaces trunk. It'll show all the trunk, all the trunk information and whether it's like an LACP or PAGP or EtherChannel. Kind of like basically, is it basically just a trunk or does it have something to do with the EtherChannel kind of thing? So yeah, that'll be another interesting command to run. With that configuration I have in Packet Tracer. So yeah, I might as well try to put these in some sort of order. Save that one for last, and then this one. Actually, yeah, I like the idea of doing show VLAN summary just after the VLAN brief. And then, yeah, show interfaces trunk. We can do that to get a closer look at trunk. See what we have going on there. Blam! Now all I have to do is just copy and paste these commands into the command line of the router and the switch in Cisco Packet Tracer. I will now run that set of commands first in the router and then in the switch, and then we will see what I get. Okay, regular VLANs here. One is the default. 1002. Up next is show VLAN summary. After that, show VLAN brief. Let's try it in here. Not in privilege mode, but okay. Some commands you don't even have to be in privilege mode to get to work. Show interfaces trunk, nothing shows up. And now the most important one, show EtherChannel summary. Let's try it. Here too. Doesn't recognize that command, that's okay. I'll just go back into privilege mode. Do we even get the interfaces to show up? Hey, perfect. Okay. Excellent. So here at least, router commands can be different from switch commands. especially for show stuff. But here, at least doing the classic show IP interface brief, we can see what's been assigned here, which is good. Yep, everything's up and up. Nice. Okay, got the gateways. Excellent. Okay, so hopefully here up next, and we'll get more results on the switch. All right, I'll run those commands on the switch. Just get in the privileged exec mode. Let's do show VLAN brief. All right, getting a little bit more information than what was on the router. Got the VLAN 1. Okay, looks like it's with everything. Even that fast Ethernet 5 and fast Ethernet 6, and even that should be the Ether channel. Even the Ether channel is on VLAN 1. We got LAN 10, LAN 20, LAN 30, LAN 40, LAN 50 all active. We even have that nice management VLAN. Good, good, good. Excellent. I'm beginning to think that show VLAN summary, may not be that awesome of a command. Maybe it's been deprecated, depreciated. But I got to see all I wanted to see, or all that I was worried about on those VLANs. Let's do show interfaces trunk. Right, nothing's going to show up there. That does make sense if that Ether channel exists. Might as well run it here in the regular mode, just to be sure, just to be sure. Yeah, that means there's no trunk. Nope. All right, show Ether channel summary. Hey, got some stuff showing up. All right, port channel 1, protocol is LACP like I wanted. Yep, running on Giga Ethernet 1, Giga Ethernet 2. Right, heck yeah. S, that means it's going to be all right, and then D. Okay, so S means it's standalone, I'm sorry, S means layer 2, D means down, big sigh, and then those I's right here, yeah, that means it's standalone. That means they are not they are not coupled together. They're not combined. Okay, well, we gave it a shot. Well, at least I did. I gave it a shot, and we got to kind of discover it together. So yeah, basically, from what I can tell, it's an ether channel, but yeah, it's just not being bundled together uh, and registering on the router part. So, hmm.
And here we are. Looks like it's just not going to work out doing the LACP link aggregation, getting an ether channel going between the router and the switch like I was hoping for. At least not without extra steps, extra commands that I'm not worried about right now. I figure I've been thinking about it the last couple days as a workaround. Maybe just do the same commands, just as an interface range for both ports on the router, or both interfaces on the router. In addition to, probably be a good idea just to have a lot less VLANs, instead of having 5 VLANs total. Maybe just having like 1 or 2. There's not going to be too much traffic, besides like music traffic, video traffic, uh, maybe email, something like that. I mean, those would be just kind of the types of traffic going on. Probably audio or voice traffic as well, thrown in there with music kind of thing. But yeah, just basically, yeah, less VLANs, and maybe just doing an interface range across the two uh, interfaces on that Cisco router itself. May be a workaround. I'd like to worry about that later, honestly. Up next would be actually putting that rack together, and also we've already unboxed the equipment. We've already unboxed the router. We've unboxed the switch. It would actually be trying to console in and make sure that the iOS is up to date. What version is running right now? Do I need to download a newer version? Is the equipment even factory reset? I don't know. Or do I need to reset it myself? Yeah, what config is on these devices already? Yeah, kind of diving into that. Heck yeah. So once again, we've already unboxed the equipment. We've already diagrammed out the network. And we've already seen me try to get the configuration running on Cisco Packet Tracer, between the router and the switch. Um, so yeah, we're chugging right along. And of course, by we, I mean me. Apparently, also, I need to comb the beard a little bit.